NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled. The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken 6. The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Green jack.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Here we go. 6, 7.
Back to throw here. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. The Falcons at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side. There's London. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 8.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
2nd and 14. Got a man, it's London. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this one coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shots on the old bandwagon because this team is rebounding.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings, for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for London on the out route, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, caught by London. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This is caught. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Here we go. Watch out now. 50 years.
Back to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. able to take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second down and 8. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Off play action, Fields. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
On play action, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. A solid stiff arm. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Play action. It's Fields. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Into the hands of London. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down. Patterson running between the tackles. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space,
and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw. Fields. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down the 47-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here.
Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now back to throw. And caught by London. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Ball red. Hurry, hurry.
They'll set up a throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2nd and 8. To throw is Fields. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set them up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Fields throw complete here to Komet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.